According to the Ohio Department of Education, 39% of kindergartners in Trumbull County are behind in their reading skills. While it may not seem like a big deal, studies show that falling behind at an early age can make it hard to catch up later, with consequences that can last a lifetime. In this week's Brain Gain Brief, we begin by looking at how organizations in Ohio are working to bridge the literacy gap.
Brain Gain is sponsored by Farmers National Bank and the Mahoning Valley Manufacturers Coalition.
The Cleveland-based Literacy Cooperative is a nonprofit working to advance literacy. Vice President of Strategic Initiatives Laureen Atkins says poor literacy is intergenerational and causes problems beyond academic struggles. For instance, poor literacy affects healthcare as patients are unable to properly read their medications or handouts from doctors. It also affects people financially as they typically won't have access to high-paying jobs and their ability to manage their finances will be hampered. Atkins also says studies show the single greatest determinant of a child's future academic success is the mother's reading skills. One resource the Literacy Cooperative promotes is the Ohio Governor's Imagination Library, which mails books and activities to the homes of registered children from birth to age 5. The service is free to all Ohio children under 5. Atkins says it's one way to combat generational illiteracy, which affects the entire community and creates a greater need for government programs and worker shortages. You can read more in Emily McCarthy's story. A link is in the description. And the Mahoning Valley Manufacturers Coalition is launching a series of roundtables to make employers aware of the often overlooked workers in the valley who are ready and willing to work. The roundtables, the first of which took place last week at Clark Dietrich in Vienna, explore diversity, equity, and inclusion in the workplace. One resource that was discussed was the Opportunities for Ohioans with Disabilities, which administers programs to help those with disabilities enter the workforce by connecting qualified job seekers with employers. A Harvard Business School study in 2020 found that 44% of middle-skill hidden workers reported finding a job was just as difficult during the pre-pandemic years as it was during COVID-19. You can read more in the story on our website. And that is going to do it for this week's Brain Gain Brief. For more Brain Gain news, click Brain Gain under the Workforce Development tab at businessjournaldaily.com. Thank you very much for watching. I'm Mike Moliterno.
Brain Gain is sponsored by Farmers National Bank and the Mahoning Valley Manufacturers Coalition.